Okay, hello everybody. How are you? Great to be here today, Wednesday, 12th of November. Hope you're having a great day wherever you are. Good to see so many of you in the chat straight from the go. Thank you so much for supporting me and coming along on this daily basis. It really means an awful lot to me that you turn up. I obviously try and bring something to the table to at least make you think, and obviously, hopefully, it will help you guys with your journey, especially through Victory with Ash and beyond into the big, bold, beautiful shared dream. Anyway, let's bring you up to date then. OES wise, still on O News 18, nothing new there. And for those that are still onboarding into Victory with Ash and those that haven't, okay, don't worry. Things are moving along. Nothing has started as of yet. And obviously, the onboarding process is still ongoing. So for those that haven't had a link yet, don't worry. You will get your chance. There's more and more people receiving links now, whether it's through people approaching somebody else or vice versa. Remember, guys, it's important that you work with people that you know, people that you trust. And remember, nobody, and I'm going to repeat this, nobody can tell you who you should go with. It's entirely your choice. You are not pressured into having a link off anybody. Anyway, yesterday, if you remember, we talked about are you a lion or are you a sheep? And today is kind of moving on from this of what we were talking about yesterday. Now, part of what we are going to see in Victory with Ash is to teach us an awful lot about ourselves, definitely, but also how to be successful online with business. And we are going to get very bespoke, specific training within Victory with Ash that is going to really give us the knowledge that we need for us to be successful. Many of us don't know what we're doing. This is why really we are here. But also, we also have to put into place things from our end. And that is us being a lion, but also moving forward with purpose. This is something that we need to take on board, that we are going to move forward with a specific purpose, and that should be for us to go into Victory with Ash and to learn the skills that we need to be successful online. Nothing is going to be done for us except for this teaching, all the rest of it, and then really is up to us for us to utilize that training modules that we're going to get and put that into practice. This is why we need to move forward with purpose. So what does that exactly mean? It is an act with a clear intention. This is you deciding, I am going to do this. It is aligning your actions with your goals, what you're trying to achieve, your values and your visions. This is your purpose, your act that you are going to do. And this involves making deliberate choices, i.e., wanting to learn. That is a choice at the end of the day, isn't it? Your choice is to want to do this or not. But the more that you choose to want to learn, guess what's going to happen? The more you are going to learn. And this is where we need to act with this purpose so that we deliberate the choices, the self-discipline, rather than relying on other people trying to motivate us or intentionally using every other, I suppose, excuse not to do it. Now, there is going to be, I expect, setbacks in you moving forward, but this is all part and parcel of the journey. Every day is not necessarily going to be as good as the day before, sometimes you are going to have a wave effect. There's going to be some topics within Victory with Ash that you will know that will feel easy to you, and you will absolutely breeze through them. But there is also going to be other things in there that you will literally find hard to understand and to take on board and to process in your own way. But it is vitally important that you don't give up, that you don't shy away from these sort of things, and you actually utilize them as something that you can really focus on to move forward. It also helps to act as a focus and a strength and a sense of direction when you have this purpose. It's really is important that we understand that moving forward with purpose gives us that clarity and intention. Having that clear purpose provides direction. It helps you to focus your energy, and at the end of the day, it is energy for you to do what is necessary, and it means making choices that align with your ultimate goal. If you think about it this way, okay, we have been giving a blueprint that is tried and tested, and it works. The people who are writing the courses for us, or writing the programs, or whatever we are going to see within Victory with Ash, these guys are doing it for the sole intention for us to learn, take it on board, and then put it into practice. And if we do what they tell us to do, if we learn how to do it and we implement this when we go to the next business, we are certainly going to increase our chances exponentially to be successful online. Why? Because they are. And they are giving us their knowledge of what works and nothing of what doesn't. See what I'm doing here? They are giving us all of the good and none of the bad. Normally, how do we learn? We learn by trial and error. We learn by making mistakes. We learn by having a go, and not necessarily all of those things work. But in this instance, the course or the programs or the training or whatever it may be that we are going to get within Victory with Ash is there specifically because they know it works. So everything within it is going to help us with our success. And this is why it's important that we have that clear intention of what are we going to do? Are we going to go in there with trepidation? Are we going to go in there with a bit of anxiety? No, we should be going there with a clear clarity of intention that we are going to learn as much as we possibly can to give us the best chances of being successful, i.e., having a proper purpose of why we are there. It also helps with self-discipline. Having this moving forward with purpose, it emphasizes the importance of self-discipline over fleeting motivation. Many people go, yeah, I'm really excited and all the rest of it, and then go, oh, I can't really be bothered. You know, they get caught up in euphoria of the moment. They say a lot of things, that they're going to do a lot of things, all the rest of it. How many times have we all been out with friends, having a good time, few drinks, and then we make plans, or we say we're going to go to the gym, we say we're going to lose weight, we're going to go on holiday, all these types of things. We get caught up in that euphoria of the moment. And that's not a bad thing, by the way. It's just being eager and having a good time. But how many times do we wake up the next day and go, not quite sure I should have said that, or not quite sure I want to do that? So this is where this moving forward with purpose gives us self-discipline. Okay, it's not a fleeting motivation of something that has just popped up. It is acting with discipline, following through on those tasks regardless of how you feel. This is where that purpose again comes in. It also teaches us resilience. Use this word quite a lot over the course of our journey within this business. It involves facing challenges, and there is going to be some, head on with strength. Going back to the lion once again, viewing each setback as an opportunity to learn and grow. Goes back to the old saying, is your cup half empty or is your cup half full? It's all perspective at the end of the day. And this is how you will find people who are successful certainly look at problems, setbacks, and things that don't go quite right in a positive manner, and certainly not in a negative way. Why? Because there is learning to be done. Everything has an ulterior learning motive to it. And those that take that on board, knowing that they can learn from this and move forward from this in a positive manner, are the ones that are going to be successful. And having that purpose, moving forward that purpose, obviously teaches you resilience, because you are laser focused on what is most important. That goal, that vision, whatever you may have, that is where that resilience comes in. It also helps with intentional action. This applies in all areas of life, from daily tasks to major life decisions, ensuring that you are moving forward. A desired outcome is going to happen from your actions. And this is where that purpose comes in once again. And lastly, it's going to give you fulfillment. By living and acting with the moving forward with purpose, you are more likely to feel a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction when you end up achieving those goals, when you end up getting to the stage of knowing a lot more than other people and gaining that knowledge so that you can implement it for your success. It's going to give you a great deal of satisfaction knowing that you have been moving forward with the purpose of ensuring your success. So if you take this on board, put it with the other bits about being a lion, being a leader. I'm going to move forward with focus. I am going to stand tall to any challenges that come in my way. I'm going to be doing this on a regular basis. I am going to set aside time to learn. I'm going to make sure that I turn up when I should do. All of these things are going to add to your ability, not only to gain knowledge, but also to be able to implement them moving forward into the next business. Really is important that you have that purpose, that you set your stall out of what you are going to do. Others will see you getting ahead of them. Why? Because you are laser focused on your goal. What is your outcome that you want to achieve? What is the whole purpose of what you are doing? And this is where it sets us apart from others. It makes us the ones that people are going to go, well, how did you do it? And you will be able to tell them, I did this every single day. I made sure that I did this on a daily basis. I did this and I did that. A lot of people won't put that kind of effort in, but that's fine, because the others won't be as successful as you are. And at the end of the day, this is exactly why we need to implement all of these things that we are hearing about, looking at, the things I talk about when we go into Victory with Ash, when we get the learning tools, modules, whatever they may be within them, and we take them on board with that purpose of intention of what we are going to do with them when we move into the next business. It's one thing learning it, it's another thing implementing it. And we'll talk about how to implement things at a later date, because it is important to know how to do that as well. Anyway, guys, that's it from me for today. I hope this has helped in a little bit of way to maybe help you to align yourself a little bit more of what is coming, what is needed of yourself moving forward. Like I said, some things you'll find very easy because you have that knowledge base already, but other things are going to stretch you a little bit. And this is where you need to focus on that purpose of why am I here? What is my intention? What actually am I trying to achieve by being here? And if you've got a clear path in your mind of your why, then you will find the rest of it all slots into place very easily, because you have got that intention and motivation to succeed. Anyway, that's it for me. Speak to you all tomorrow, Thursday tomorrow. Be back around for that. Anything else? Obviously, if anything pops or anything, I shall bring you that probably on social media. But apart from that, have a great night, day, wherever you are. Bye for now.